This video and every other video on this channel is brought to you by our channel members. Join today for early access, bonus content, and more. Hello, LS11 Universe, it's the Doctor, and Zander number 3, and welcome back to WWE 2K25 Universe Mode. Welcome back to TNA, welcome to Victory Road, and we want to wish a very happy Thanksgiving to our American audience, and a very pleasant Thursday to everyone else around the world. That is right, we are here, it is Victory Road, a special premiere for TNA. And we are kicking off with the showdown. The Battle of Believers. Out first, the King of the Universe. That is right, there he is, Zander Kaba, making his way down to the ring. Ready to try and get some of his confidence back, get back in the zone before Bound for Glory. So, Zander has made his way down to the ring. We know it's been a very trying few weeks for him. But it has, but tonight, he looks to rebuild his confidence a little bit, looks to get himself back in a winning mindset. But he is going one-on-one with Monday Night Raw's European Champion, former TNA World Champion in his own right. They said his name, he's appeared. It's Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry having his first singles match in TNA in several seasons now. Former TNA World Champion, former Digital Media Champion as well. The TNA Superstar of the Year in Season 5. The Breakout Star of the Year in Season 4. Joe Hendry making his way down tonight. Man who is so young in his career still. He's been wrestling for a decade at this point, but to the major wrestling world, he is still so new to this place. But he has taken it by storm across the last couple of years. A self-made superstar, an overnight sensation that took 10 years to do it. And we mean that with nothing but love and respect. Joe Hendry is here. They said his name, and he's appeared. Joe Hendry has made his way down to the ring. Further ado, here we go. LS11 Universe is just absorbing this moment here. And here we go. As Zander and Joe have both put it, the first time, the last time, the only time you're going to see these two face off like this. Remember what Joe Hendry said to Zander 3 weeks ago when this matchup was made? He said, Zander Carver, I'm going to make you believe in yourself. Zander needed him most. Joe Hendry showed up to bring his confidence back. Joe has got a hold of him now. Joe Hendry swinging him around, taking down the arm of Zander. Now Zander trying to fight back into it. Here's Zander punching him in the midsection. Again. Into a running choke, taking him down. Hendry rolling back to his feet though. Zander ducked there by Joe. Joe Hendry now swings him around. Hendry puts him in the corner. Big kick there from Zander, though. Do another choke, taking him down. A bit of kick on the head there, and Joe Hendry. Whoa, Zander's got a hold of him here, and Zander. Massive backbreaker there to Hendry. Getting him back up to his feet now, and Zander jabbing away at him now. Hendry into a hip toss. Zander has said he's tried to model himself to Joe Hendry a lot over the years. He's taken Joe Hendry as one of his biggest inspirations in the wrestling world. He's a guy that made himself a sensation overnight just by being himself and doing what he believed in. So Zander's said he's always admired that about Joe. He's been one of Joe Hendry's biggest supporters for a decade almost. Going on a decade, 2026 will make 10 years since Zander first discovered Joe Hendry. As it's the 360 code breaker on him. The cover now, Joe Hendry's down. Kick out immediately though. Now Joe, wait a minute, Joe Hendry with fall away slam. The freak of nature. And now it's Zander's turn to kick out at 1. And wait a minute, he's got Joe Hendry up. Zander into attitude adjustment to Hendry. For the 1, 2, Hendry kicks out. Zander with a picture-perfect counter there. Hendry, though, a back body drop now, and Joe Hendry getting these people to say, "We believe." They're out of the way, though. Zander now. Hendry ducked under him now, and now Joe Hendry. Here we go. With standing ovation. Well, this will rattle Zander's confidence more than anything if he loses this one this quick. He got the bottom rope. He grabs the legs now, and Zander shoving him back. Joe Hendry goes to the outside. Zander going up top, though, and Zander flies to the outside with a diving knee. You don't really know who does outside the ring really favor here, Z3. I gotta be honest with you, Doc. I don't know if it favors either of them. These guys are both far more in-ring wise workers in these kinds of matches. No, Zander, wait a minute. Around ringside here. Hendry now popping back up. 7 count. Jawbreaker to Zander. Back into the ring. Count of 8. And the count of 9. Joe Hendry's up on the top rope. Went for the flying splash. And Zander getting out of the way. Now Zander, wait a minute. Tries to say you can't see me to Joe Hendry. Oh, and what a clothesline. Zander maybe got a little too full of himself there, trying to go for a 5-knuckle shuffle. Joe Hendry answering back now. Joe Hendry with the King of the Universe into the corner. Zander up on the top rope now, and Joe Hendry. What's he thinking here? He's coming off the top rope. Zander with getting caught with superplex from Hendry. He's got him. Zander gets out of the way, though. Zander's got to try and rally himself back into this one. Joe Hendry's kind of had his number at every turn so far. Joe pulling himself back up in the corner. Zander clotheslines him. And into, oh, he's pulling back on the nose of Hendry. The nose. Grabs a hold of him now, and Zander with atomic drop. Lifts him up. Hits another one. And a third. Rolling Hendry through now. Zander to pin him. To pin the European champ. 1, 2. Hendry kicking out. Now Hendry's got him. Going for a second standing ovation. Zander counters. Zander. Kick to the midsection. Working the arms for 3. A pedigree to Hendry. 2. Hendry's still in it. Back body drop there. Hendry kicks him in the back. Joe has got him down. Zander back to his feet. Hendry swinging him around. Here we go again. Freak of nature. Big move after big move from both sides in this one. No. Pulling himself in the corner now, and Joe Hendry sending him headfirst into turnbuckle. Right hook now. Zander in trouble. Joe Hendry. Here we go. No! 360 code breaker. Hits it again. For the 1. For the 2. No! Again, Joe Hendry kicking out. Wait a minute. Zander rolling Hendry over. Well, Doc, you know both these men idolize Kurt Angle as a wrestler. And both of these men have implemented the ankle lock into their arsenals in the past. Zander gonna try and look to snap Joe Hendry's ankle if he has to. Zander has got Joe Hendry in tight here with this ankle lock. Hendry's got caught now. Zander's wrenching it in. Is Joe gonna have to tap out? Hendry now kicking away at Zander. Zander now, wait a minute, throws the kick. Joe, swinging him around. Goes for him. Zander claps the ears. Taking him down now into another cover. Hendry in the ropes. Now Hendry pouncing on him. Eyes go blast there, taking him down. Is that what it's called? I believe so. Now Joe's going into the leg of Zander. He might be looking to put Zander in the ankle lock here. Down now. Joe Hendry's got Zander down. Joe. Taking him back up to his feet here. And Joe Hendry with Zander. Here we go. Throws him across the ring. Referee got in the way a little bit there. So Joe swinging him back around. Sends him into a different corner. On the top rope now. And Joe Hendry. Here we go. What is he thinking here? Well, he could be doing a lot of things. He's going up top. He's going to look for the freak of nature off the top. Zander down, Joe's turn. Kicks the ankle of Zander and into an ankle lock of his own. Look at the height he's got Zander lifted up for here. Joe trying to make him tap or snap. Hendry giving it right back here to Zander with this ankle lock. They are firing back here, Joe Hendry and Zander. Now. Rolls it back through. Hendry now. Going for the discus. Zander's got him up. On the shoulders now. Zander's got him in position for another attitude adjustment, center of the ring. Hendry is down. Zander's got him. 1, 2. No! Zander hitting an attitude adjustment again, but this time it wasn't enough. Hits Joe with a massive kick. Now here we go, Zander. Shout out to the GOAT. How about a little 5 knuckle shuffle, Mr. Hendry? Going up to the top rope now. Zander gonna look to fly with... Whip for the elbow. Joe has got him though. Standing ovation a second time. 1, 2. No. Well, if you don't believe in ZC right now, I don't know if you ever could. I think even Zander's starting to believe in Zander again. Hits the big knee lift on Joe. Zander is turning back the clock right now. He is bringing the fight to Joe Hendry. Joe's going for a third. Zander's countering. Zander's pulling him in. He's got him up for the attitude adjustment. Hendry's countering. Here we go. Zander and Hendry now getting into a slugfest. Back and forth, they are throwing these big shots at one another. Counter for counter, blow for blow, tip for tap, shot for shot. Lighting one another up here are Zander and Joe Hendry. Here we go. Joe Hendry getting the better of him. Into of nature, but both men are down. But look at this. Zander's foot is under the ropes. I don't know if the referee sees it, but he gets his shoulder up nonetheless. Now Joe Hendry goes for that big knee lift. Zander now, right hook connecting. And Zander saying, Joe, hold on, timeout. Joe giving him a moment here. But now Zander, whoa, counter for counter. Oh my God, look at this gun wrench suplex to Joe Hendry. Big knee strike there now, and Zander. Oh, hang on a minute. Over here to the announce table. Zander's come right out here to the announce table, and Zander grabbing onto Hendry, pulling him out of the ring. Oh, and what a clothesline from Joe. They're brawling on the outside here, Doc. Zander thrown in the announce table now, and Joe Hendry. Whoa! Zander managing to sidestep him. Hendry's down. Zander's getting him back up to his feet here, and Zander. Joe Hendry now. Up on the shoulders. Oh my God. Hendry! Through the announce table. Referee at the count of 5. Zander back up onto the apron. 7 count. Here we go. Went for the Macho Man elbow. Hendry's going for standing ovation again. Zander's countering again. Into a running choke. Hendry kicks him in the midsection now, and Joe Hendry ducks under him now, and Zander, wait a minute, Zander onto the top rope. Joe Hendry, though, wiping him off the top rope. And now Zander, wait a minute. Oh my God! What a flying cutter! 1, 2, Hendry kicking out. Then it gets him back up to his feet, going for the pedigree. Joe Hendry counters. Joe Hendry into a third standing ovation. 1, 2, 3. What a match! What a match! What a fight! What a war! These two men just went through in our opening tonight at Victory Road. And Doc, we said it during the match, but I'll say it now. If Zander doesn't believe in himself after that one, he is never going to be able to believe in himself again. Zander and Joe Hendry just went to war tonight. Zander gave everything he had, and I think Joe gave everything he had too. I don't know if Zander had kicked out of that third standing ovation. I don't know what would have happened. What a bloody match, though. hell of a fight between these two tonight. I thought this was it for sure, that second standing ovation, especially when it was nailed right in the center of the ring. But Joe Hendry, somehow it wasn't enough then. But finally, big move after big move. These two threw everything they had and more at one another. In the end, Zander just came up short on that one last pedigree attempt. Joe caught him, swung him around for a third standing ovation. You could see Zander's eyes dead shut. He wasn't getting up. Your winner, the WWE European Champion, Joe Hendry. Oh my god, wait a minute! There's Bronson Reed from Raw! Joe Hendry's SummerSlam opponent! But wait a minute! Zander coming in with a sledgehammer! Zander's got his trusty sledgehammer in hand, and he's evening the odds for Joe! Get him up. And Zander and Joe Hendry, wait a minute. Standing ovation into elbow drop. Bronson trying to get that jump on Joe tonight, but tonight, Joe had backup. Well, I can't say I was expecting to get jumped tonight. But that raises one final question. Do you have anything you want to say tonight? After these last 20 minutes? Joe Hendry, I believe in myself. And Ray Wood, I will see you at Bound for Glory. Last man standing. Well, Zander and Joe Hendry started the night throwing hands, finishing their time here tonight, holding each other's arms high. Zander believes the match is made for Bound for Glory, and Bronson Reed has learned that Joe Hendry will be no pushover at SummerSlam. We got more action coming up next. All right, folks, we got some championship action coming up next. That's right, one of our 3 big title matches we've got going down tonight. As the following contest, set for one fall, is for the International Championship. All right, well, here is the challenger, Tatum Lourdes. Here in this matchup, when he beat Zander in one-on-one action a few weeks ago, JT campaigned for him to get this shot tonight because of that. And so Tatum tonight, a huge opportunity for him as Jadum, a pair of fan favorites, step up tonight. Jadum have made their way down to the ring. And here is the TNA International Champion. That is right. One of the many members of Bullet Club. Here is Zack Sabre Jr. CSJ in the house, the International Champion. So, another big Another big title defense here against an LS11 original. So, without any further ado, Tatum, Lourdes, and Zack Sabre Jr. Let's do this. Can Tatum do the unthinkable tonight? Or does the death grip of Bullet Club over professional wrestling hold strong? We're about to find out. Here we go. Well, Tatum locking up with him. I don't know if locking up with Zack Sabre Jr. is the greatest idea someone could have, but we're going to see. Zack Sabre Jr. is taking him down, though. Tatum. Head scissor there, taking him down here. Tatum now with that head scissor. Cranks it in. Now Tatum, Lourdes kicking away at Zack Sabre Jr. taking him down. Heard we might actually have a pretty big announcement regarding Jade coming up this weekend during the Survivor Series watch-along. I've heard Zander's going to have some announcements heading into Christmas Chaos in December. Right, the show where you'll all be getting to vote. Or not vote, but rather pay for big things to happen on the show in certain cases. Putting people in the Christmas clusterfuck, for example. The GCW title. Oh my god! What a boot from Sabre Jr. Tatum now taking him down. And Lourdes picking him back up to his feet now. And Tatum, hold of Zack Sabre Jr., throws him across the ring into the corner. Big uppercut there. Shoves him now into Poison Rana. Tatum's got him down now. Hooks the leg on Zack Sabre Jr. Cover, no. Tatum goes for a big knee lift. Zack Sabre Jr.'s got him up. Michinoku driver connects. Taking him down into a cover now. Zack Sabre Jr.'s got him down. Kick out immediately from Tatum Lourdes. Tatum into a German suplex on Zack Sabre Jr. Taking him down. Goes for a double axe handle. Zack Sabre Jr. a roundhouse kick. Now Tatum answers back with a big boot. Back and forth they're going here. Oh, but Taiji Ishimori goes to get set up for Barry from EastEnders. And that could do it in record time, but no! Tatum answering back. Now Tatum, they're going to answer back. Rolls Zack Sabre Jr. through into a cover now. Tatum, 1, 2, no. Tatum now hit with a German suplex. Zack Sabre Jr. taking him down. Grabs a hold of him now. He's got Tatum back to his feet here. And now Zack Sabre Jr. throws him across the ring. Back into the corner. Goes for the kick. Tatum out of the way again. Tatum kicking out the legs of ZSJ. Grabs him by the throat for the choke slam backstabber. Remember, this was the combination he put Zander away with a few weeks ago in pretty quick fashion. Tatum. Hold on. Let's ride. Into the cover now. Tatum Lourdes for the 1, for the 2. Kick out from the champion. He got a close 2 count there on Zack Sabre Jr. For the kick. Zack Sabre Jr. though sweeping the leg. Axe handle connecting now. Zack Sabre Jr. into an armbar. Armbar in, trying to tap Tatum out. Lourdes, though, rolls back through. Tatum Lourdes punching him in the head. Sabre Jr. kicked in the leg now by Tatum. Countered. Zack Sabre Jr. Counter for counter. Now ZSJ pulling him in. Hooks the arm into a big suplex. Taking him down. Going up to the top rope now. And Zack Sabre Jr. looking for... went for 630 senton. Lourdes out of the way now. Tatum rolls them through. Here we go. Tatum to pull off the upset and become a singles champion. 2, no. Tatum giving a hell of a fight right now. That he is, but Zack Sabre Jr. is still fighting back through it as well. And stomps the hand into the back. Tatum's down now. Zack Sabre Jr. though. No, countered. Body drop now. Down goes Tatum. Down goes ZSJ. Down now. Zack Sabre Jr. getting back to his feet here. And Zack Sabre Jr. Whoever wins this, we know is going to walk into Bound for Glory in 4 weeks' time as the International Champion. That we do, as Zack Sabre Jr. has got him back up to his feet. Throwing Tatum across the ring into the corner. Hits him with that big kick again. Now Tatum hits the choke slam backstabber again into the cover. For the 1, for the 2. Zack Sabre Jr. kicking out again. Now wait a minute, hold on. Tatum Lourdes to the top rope. Went for a diving headbutt. Oh my God. Might have just gotten knocked out there with that one. The Zack Sabre Jr. 630 senton into the cover. For the 1, for the 2, and the 3. And just like that, Zack Sabre Jr. retains. Sabre Jr. managing to retain tonight. Taking down Tatum. Gave it a good fight, but he was in there with one of the best in the world tonight. I think a lot of people knew the idea of him winning was going to be a long shot. I agree, but in the end, Zack Sabre Jr. does get the win. Big win then for Zack Sabre Jr. More coming up next here at Victory Road. All right, we've got the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Championships on the line coming up next. That is right, as here come the Inspiration to the ring. The Inspiration getting their shot tonight at the gold. Neither member of the Inspiration have held gold in the LS11 universe so far. They have contended for many different titles, both singles and tag, over the years. That they have, as Jessie McKay and Cassie Lee have made their way down to the ring. So, Inspiration are here, and they are taking on tonight the Angel Warriors. Here they come to the ring. The duo of Li Ying Lee and Zaya Brookside. The Angel Warriors are here. So they won the gold a number of weeks ago in a fatal four-way matchup back at the Siege. Shocking moment for them to win that night, but now tonight they have their big defense here on another TV special. See how they fare against the Inspiration. Do this. Let's do it. The Inspiration versus the Angel Warriors. Knockouts tag team titles on the line. Jessie McKay starting it out with Xia Brookside. Do this. Here we go. Oh, McKay out of the gate with a shoulder block. Straight into a tag. Interesting strategy there. Tagging Cassie Lee immediately in. And Cassie Lee following through. The Inspiration have been teaming up for almost a decade at this point, Doc, on the big stages. They've been friends since they were kids. These two women have known each other their whole lives. You can't find one without the other terribly often. Down goes Xia Brookside. Cassie Lee is just coming out of the gate swinging. Inspiration doing their best to take care of the Angel Warriors very quickly here. We're at the count of 4 now. Back into the ring does Xia Brookside now, and Xia Brookside into a Hurricane Rana. Lourdes standing shooting star, taking it down now. Hold of it, picking it back up to her feet here, and Xia Brookside. Firing away, knocks Cassie Lee into the ropes. And follows through into DDT. Standing shooting star for good measure as well. Into a cover now, Cassie Lee for the 1, kick out. Xia Brookside now, look at her go here, big kick there. Lee now knocking her back here, Cassie Lee fighting back, big punch there, big forearm strike. He is staying on it now, Cassie Lee grabbing onto Xia Brookside again into suplex. Taking it down. He's made to Jessie McKay now, and Jessie McKay onto a choking her out here, Jessie McKay. Log choke locked in on Xia Brookside. Slides out of it here. Only our 3rd of 7 big matches tonight. It is. We got some 6-man tag action coming up next. We'll have the #1 contenders match, the Knockouts World Title, of the Circus of Death match, and we have the Alpha and Omega main event. And Jessie McKay, look at her go. Fired up here. She comes. No! Brookside managing to tag in Lee. And Lee gets taken down. Drop down from Lei Ying Lee though. Now Lei Ying Lee firing back, big kick there, knee into the back. Picking it back up now to her feet, and Lei Ying Lee. Roundhouse kick into drop kick. Lei Ying Lee, someone who, as I've said many times, I've said it every time we've seen her lately, she is someone who's been around since the very first season of LS11 Universe, never gotten her fair shake at things. And now finally here in TNA, she is getting that fair shake, and we're seeing just how well it's going for her. Took down Cassie Lee there, and Lei Ying Lee went for that roundhouse kick. Cassie Lee. Actually, that's Jessie McKay. You're correct. Hit with the roundhouse kick. I didn't see the last tag, I guess. My vision wasn't paying attention or something. Been a long week. That it has. Long 2 weeks. Through. Come on, when Zander goes through, we go through. Tag made. Xia Brookside in now, and now Xia Brookside and Lei Ying Lee. Double clothesline. Xia Brookside knocking back Cassie Lee. For a kick to Jessie McKay, who gets back up now. McKay, no, gets taken down. Brookside, back here, hip toss to Jessie McKay. Standing shooting star, taking her down. Taking her back up to her feet now, and now Xia Brookside. Headlock driver, sends her into the mat, rolls her over, into a cover, hooks the leg. Xia Brookside gets the win. Angel Warriors in quick fashion, managing to retain tonight. That they are. Big win tonight for the Angel Warriors. The job done. Looking off the Inspiration. Still got 4 more matches to go tonight. We are going into the 6-man tag match coming up next. That we are. Let's do it. All right, it's time for some 6-man tag team action. As here come the System. There they are. JDC, Eddie Edwards, Nick and Ryan Nemeth. For the System. Make their way down to the ring. Big opportunity tonight for them. They've been picking fights with everyone on the TNA roster as of late. So, bring out their opponents. As out first, he is 7 feet tall, and you can't teach that. Well, he's almost 7 feet tall. He's 6'10". Still pretty close, though. The Redwood Big Bill. Big Bill, the first man making his way to the ring. We know that he has already advanced into the first round of Lethal Lottery, which will be returning very soon. That it will. It may not be this weekend, though, because Xander and Ray are going to be together doing SummerSlam this weekend. That they are. Spoiler alert, Ray's going to be at the Survivor Series watch-along. Next to Zander, who will be dressed as Rhea Ripley. Out next. The blessed KC Navarro making his way down to the ring. KC Navarro, ever since getting away from first class, things have been turning around for him in all the best ways. That they have. Navarro's starting to really break out on his own here. Be a force to be reckoned with, especially in the X Division. Part of that #1 Contenders match as well, alongside Big Bill a few weeks ago back at Under Siege. Or no, rather back at Slammiversary. Now finally, man that united this odd trio. The Exterminator. No relation to that guy that showed up in LAW, right? El Exterminator? No, not at all. I don't know why you would say that. Carnold, Zandzenegger making his way to the ring. Why does he still got the cowboy hat? We're not in Texas anymore. It was hard. Can't deny that. So, Carnold making his way down to the ring. Final Legends champion. Of course he was. Carnold making his way down to the ring. Exterminator, the Redwood, and the Blessed One looking to take down the System tonight. Here we go. Big Bill blobbering Nick Nemeth out of the gate. Nick Nemeth, no. Bill's got a hold of him here. Nick Nemeth throws him into the corner here. Does Big Bill. Tag made. KC Navarro is in. Navarro and Big Bill gonna work together here. Look at this. Big Bill, he's got history working with guys smaller than him, like Casey Navarro on his side. We are gonna see that history. You know, that's awkward to think about, isn't it? But man, we're gonna have to cross that 2014 to 2016 bridge at some point. Are we? Maybe not. Probably not. We'll find very careful ways to dance around it. Navarro's taking down Nick Nemeth. Down goes JDC. Navarro with a double axe handle on the back of Nemeth. Well, Nemeth was going to go for the tag to Eddie Edwards at that point. Not. Nemeth knocking back Casey Navarro. Pulls him in, taking him down. Jackknife Kaba has him down here. Kaba. Kick out from Casey Navarro, rather. Nick Nemeth with a jab to him. Pulls him in. Slamming him down by the ham. Nemeth now. Tag made to Eddie Edwards. Edwards now runs in for him. Casey Navarro swings him around into DDT. Now Casey Navarro grabbing Eddie Edwards. Puts him in the corner. Whoa, Big Bill getting caught with a cheap shot there. Navarro now. Here we go. Carnold's in. The Exterminator coming in hot. Big flying clothesline there into the back of the head of Eddie Edwards. And goes Nick Nemeth now and Carnold. Getting Eddie Edwards back up to his feet here. Jabbing away at him now. Carnold. Eddie Edwards, here we go. Off the ropes. Carnold. Glide. Eddie Edwards now. Up on the hook. Into. Going for a suplex. No. Eddie Edwards gets caught. Carnold takes him down there now. And Carnold. We've both known Carnold for a while. We've known Carnold for years. We know that he's the kind of guy that can just come in there and start messing things up. Wrecking shop when he gets in the ring like this. Carnold loves defying the odds. Wait a minute. Ryan Nemeth. And Nick Nemeth accidentally hitting Eddie Edwards, who just hit Carnold with a knee strike. Carnold shoves him back. Carnold into a guillotine now. They're locked in. Nick Nemeth with the save. Carnold going for a clothesline to Nemeth. Wiping him out. JDC taking out Casey Navarro. Carnold wiping out JDC, though. Johnny Dingo Curtis goes down. Now, spear! Carnold wiping out Eddie with that spear. That's going to do it. And Ryan Nemeth thrown into the steps for good measure. Well, Nemeth had taken over the system go for you. Seems like it went really well. Always and forever. Then now forever. Fuck the system. Even in LS11 universe. Fuck the system. Brilliant. Went about as well as you expected for them, right? I would say so. Carnold got in there, wiped out JDC, fell flat on his face in the meantime. Eddie was so distracted that bang! Caught with the spear. Your winners, Big Bill, Casey Navarro, Carnold, Zandzenegger. What a win for these three tonight. Massive win there. Hell of a win. We got a few more matches coming up. Let's get things serious. Let's have that #1 contenders match, shall we? Let's do it. Alright, it is time for the #1 contenders match. That is right, the winner of this will go on. And they will fight Shayna Baszler in 4 weeks. On the I believe the final LS11 Universe show of 2025. That would actually be Grand Slam. The final premium live event of 2025. There you go. You got it eventually. Shut the fuck up. Jade Davidson out first. The woman who many believe had Shayna Baszler beat for the Knockouts title just a few months ago if it hadn't been for Marina Shafir. Then she fucking murdered Marina Shafir. It's true. She did. And Marina came back. She got better. Yeah, I don't understand these things. Well, nonetheless, Jade Davidson made her way down to the ring. Let's bring out her opponent. The Queen of the LS11 Originals. The Showstopper, the Punk Rock Princess. Here comes. The Showstopper. Elizabeth Belle making her way down to the ring. There she is. So, the Showstopper and the Sorceress. The Zandemania rematch. Jade Davidson got the better of her last time. They went one-on-one and there wasn't anyone getting involved. Here we go. Who's going to get the better tonight? As these two finally go one-on-one for the first time since Zandemania. But Jade stole Eliza's soul and brought back the Showstopper by doing so. Getting rid of the Empress. Jade's got all of her now, and Jade has been on another level this season, that's for sure. 2025 has been her year, and as 2025 starts to come to a close, Eliza really needs a big win. It's been a while since she's been champion. She's really just TNA. It's been a new place for her. It's been a new era for her, for sure. But at the same time, while that is the case with Eliza, the other issue comes in the fact that while TNA has been a good restart for her, she's been screwed at every turn. She's had adversaries and adversity at every turn she's been on. That's very true. Jade. Her kick, Eliza countering, putting her in the corner. Punching her in the head. She goes. Counter for counter now as Eliza. The jab, Jade Davidson pulling her in, and... whoa, look at this. Rolls through! Sunset flip, covering her, no. Stomp, Eliza out of the way now, and Eliza... drop kick taking down Jade. We've seen Eliza's had plenty of problems. Both of these women, though, have had problems with Shayna Baszler in the last few months. Eliza, the reason Shayna Baszler is no longer a double champion. That is right. Eliza managing to cost Shayna the knockouts, not the knockouts rather, but the GCW title back at Hardcore Halloween, showing up that same night after she and Jade actually teamed up against Los Toxicas from AAA. Showing up later that same night to cost Jade her hardcore match to Minoru Suzuki. That is right, of course, Suzuki's going to defend that GCW title in just a couple of weeks at the Christmas Clusterfuck at Christmas Chaos. That is right, as Jade taking down Eliza. And Jade putting the boots to her here. They're going to back up to her feet now. Jade. Go, looking for, no, Eliza countering, Eliza. Floats over, going for a DDT. Jade knocking it back. Counter for counter there. Eliza knocking it back now. Counter for counter again. Another clothesline. Now Jade, roundhouse kick there, taking her off her feet. And Jade Davidson taking Elizabeth Belle back up to her feet. And Jade with that big drop kick, knocking her off her feet. Going up now to the top rope. Jade gonna look to fly. Wait for the senton. Now Eliza swings her around for super kick. The leg now into a cover. Eliza, Kaba. Kick out from Jade at 1, though. Jade got her with that roundhouse, though. Eliza rolls back through. Jade, hip toss again. Stops the arm now, taking it down here with Jade. With Eliza, back to her feet. Across the ring, into the corner. Big knee strike there again, connecting. Down now, and now Jade. Into a big running clothesline. These two just know each other so well. We're seeing counter for counter from both of them to one another's biggest moves. And Jade grabs a hold of Eliza, picking her back up to her feet now. And Jade, Zandzenegger, Eliza, wait a minute, ducks under her. For whom the bell tolls! Hits her big move, for whom the bell tolls. For the 1, kick out from Jade, though. Only a 1 count. Eliza going up to the top rope now. Eliza. The fly off the top. Goes for a leg drop. Jade out of the way. Jade. Oblivion. Into the void. For the 1. For the 2. No. Counter for counter there. Eliza now, kicked in the midsection. Jade, Zandzenegger. Eliza kicked to the midsection again now to Jade. Eliza, big running clothesline again. And Jade back up to her feet now. Both these women are having to move at 1,000,000 miles a minute. That's why we're only 5-6 minutes into this matchup, and they have already thrown so much at one another. That they have, but you know neither of them is going to let up the pressure on the other. One elbow to the outside. Eliza showing just that right now, Doc. She made a career of defying the odds back in LSWF before she turned her back on the LS11 universe in LAW. That she did. Jade now looking to send her off the top. Eliza countering. Eliza. Big running clothesline again. As in with a drop kick now to Jade Davidson. Goes for the elbow. As they're going towards the corner. Jade went for her. Eliza. Here we go. No. Jade with a right hook. Hold her now. Pulls her in. Snapmare taking her down. It floats over now. Hitting Jade with a big DDT there. Both women down. They're both down. Both in a lot of trouble now, Doc. That they are. As they're rolling back to her feet, though, Eliza. With a big clothesline. Pulling Jade over now. Wait a minute, Eliza. We talked about some of her best shots. This is one of the moves that helped keep the LAW Women's title several times for the STF. Is locked in tight. Up over, toe hold, face lock is in. Eliza. Back on the throat, but Jade, look at this. Jade just seemingly has a counter to everything. And for Eliza countering, though. Eliza. For a suplex, Jade countering. Jade. Oh no! Well, the referee got caught. Now Jade. But no! Just like Zander Mania. Just like what set up the loss of the LAW Women's title. Into the void. But Jade may have screwed herself here because the referee taking a sweet time to no! You can see the burn marks on Eliza's face and chest now. Jade avoided that by Eliza, though. Jade is down. Eliza. Send her up now. Eliza. Right hook, swinging her around into... Super kick, no. Jade counters, no. Counter for counter. Eliza's got her down now. Eliza, no. Punch the midsection there from Jade now, and Jade goes for her. Eliza countering. Eliza. The Zandzenegger. Eliza now trying to grab the ropes here, but Jade. Drop kick there. Both women down for a moment. The kick. Jade is for a big drop kick. Eliza. Up a counter again. Eliza knocking her back now. Counter. Jade. They've got each other figured out at this point, it feels like. Oh my god, what a kick though. Eliza just kicked the holy hell out of Jade's head. Eliza into an uppercut there, taking it down. Jade's down. Jade back to her feet though, and Jade. Bulldog! Now Eliza, wait a minute, shades of her brother of the night! With the flying cutter! The flying cutter to Jade. 2. Nearly got her. Nearly pulled it off. Kick, though, from Jade Davidson now, and Jade. Back up to her feet here, Jade. Eliza countering now, and Eliza. Has her in the ropes here. Wait a minute, that's how she used to win matches back in LSWF. Really turning back the clock with this one. Haven't seen this since LSWF. Satisfaction. Covering Jade now, Eliza for the 1, 2. No! Jade's still in it now. Clothesline. Jade out of the way now, and Jade Davidson into Bulldog. Taking her down here, grabs Eliza. Back to her feet. The roundhouse kick, counter for counter. Eliza taking her out with a clothesline. Jade kicks her in the head. Going up to the top rope. And goes for the senton. Into a clothesline. Head there from Jade now, and Jade into kicking the midsection. Here we go, hits the ropes. Knee to the jaw again. Eliza's down, Jade. Here we go. Into. No, looked like she was going to go into the void. Eliza floats over. DDT. Oh, Eliza getting herself fired up in the corner. Down, Eliza coming in. Goes for a double axe handle. Jade. Crucifix, takedown into the cover. Eliza's got her down. 2, no. Counter for counter here, Jade. Going for into the void. Eliza. Discus forearm. Oh, but Jade retreating into the corner now. Now Eliza coming in hot. Big kick to the head. That float over DDT again, but Jade just continuing to find the counters. These women just know each other so well at this point. Remember, Shayna Baszler knows if she gets involved in this matchup, it becomes a triple threat. At Bound for Glory, which means she wouldn't even have to be pinned or submitted to lose the Knockouts title. Eliza knocking her back now, and Eliza into a clothesline, taking her over the top rope. Eliza going to the top rope. Gonna look to fly. Wait for the leg drop. Jade out of the way. Jade sends her into the barricade. Grabs a hold of it. And send her into the ring post now. Swings it around. Throws it back into the ring. Elbow. Nobody home. Eliza. Big running clothesline. Down she goes now. And Eliza into the corner. Here we go. Looking for encore. The encore DDT could be all she wrote. 2, no. Now Jade taken down again. Eliza kicked in the head. Jade. Code breaker. There's a hold of Eliza now, and Jade putting her in the ropes here. Jade Davidson, here we go, has a setup into, no! Was looking for Into the Void. Looked for Into the Void. Eliza able to get out of the way. And now the showstopper lifts her up, swings her around. Whippy bomb! Both women down. Eliza getting the arm over the sorceress. 1, 2, 3. She does it. The showstopper with the win. Elizabeth Belle, the showstopper, is going to Bound for Glory. We now know out of these two LS11 originals, which one is truly the top of the mountain. As soon as she gets past her Empress, her villainous arc, she was able to pull out the win. Big win there tonight. Now we know. 4 weeks. End of this year, December 27th. Yep, 2 days after Christmas. Bound for Glory. Elizabeth Belle. Shayna Baszler. He's done it. Only a couple more matches left. All right, folks, this is the Circus of Death match. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. Juice Robinson of the Bullet Club making his way down to the ring. Juice Robinson of the Bang Bang Gang. Of course, we know that Bound for Glory, it's going to be Finn Juice versus the Circus of Chaos for the TNA Tag Team titles. As here he comes to the ring. It's been a little while since we've seen him. One half of the TNA Tag Team Champions. The Quizmaster is here. There he is. Well, he's lost the plot a bit, but I gotta tell you, I know what the guy's going through. Been a bit of a justifiable crash out lately. Yeah. Normally I would say he's going too far with things lately, but no, it's been a pretty justifiable crash out about what's happened with him lately. That it has. So, let's do this. This matchup, no disqualifications, no ropes, just pinfall or submission. Oh boy, here we go. Two absolute psychopaths with no rules and no ropes to separate them. A bad feeling about this one, Z3. Oh yeah, I do too. Our final matchup before our main event tonight as well. We got these extras here trying to help quell some of the chaos tonight. Yeah, we got them, which is good. I'm glad we do, but also things are going to get messy. That they are. Falls are going to count anywhere as well. The ropes being gone is just to make this easier for them to cause havoc. That it is. Now Juice. Oh, the referee got caught in the crossfire there. Juice grabbing those stairs now, and now, you know, Quizmaster's taking a nasty hit with stairs before when Big Damo of Sanity bent him across the stairs a few months ago at Emergence. Right. The hell is that? Well, Juice just pulled out a mannequin arm. Big takedown now, Juice Robinson. Well, I guess Juice thought Quizmaster could use a helping hand tonight. Oh no, Quizmaster though. Quizmaster's got something possibly far deadlier. Whoa! Went for that shot with the light tube. Juice Robinson, though. Robinson sending him into the announce table now, and Juice sending him back into the ring. Got him up to his feet now, Juice Robinson. Oh, Quizmaster headbutts him. Dropping the knee on Juice now, and Quizmaster. Back up to his feet now, and Quizmaster with Juice Robinson. Oh, Juice out of the way. Juice Robinson now. Whoa. No, Quizmaster. What a counter them. Juice with a thrust kick off the apron. Right back down in the ground and pound here. What the hell is that? That's a clown horn. Juice, it's not a microphone, buddy. Quizmaster just hitting Juice with it. Now Quizmaster, oh no. That's Janice. Oh dear God, that's Janice for sure. And Juice now pulling Janice out and hitting Quizmaster with it. Quizmaster's going to spike to the head from it as well. Juice Robinson grabbing that mallet we saw Quizmaster use just a few weeks ago against someone trying to cave their head in. But wait a minute, Quizmaster pedigree to Juice. Driving his knee into Juice Robinson's head, and Quizmaster. Oh my God! Quizmaster's got that light tube. He's telling all these people to get out of the way. Oh my God! Well, Juice wanted to go to the circus and get nuts. Quizmaster might be going a little too far at this point. know when Triton's telling you you've done enough. Things are definitely getting scary at that point. Get up, clown! You're not going to like what happens next. Oh my god, Quizmaster's trying to break Juice's arm with that! Quizmaster, oh god. God, I don't know if we've ever seen someone from Bullet Club going through this. Oh god. Quizmaster stomps him on the floor. Quizmaster grabbing the stairs now. Oh god, what is he doing? Oh, I see what you're saying, Doc. Holy, oh god! Alright, Quizmaster, I think you've done enough. I think he's done enough. Think? Give everything to someone. Throw it back in your face. Give them the world. And they stab you in the heart. This was never personal, Mr. Robinson. You were simply a means to an end. So now I bid you good day, good evening, and good night! Wow. Yeah, that got uncomfortable. Comfortably real in a few places. Think he's gonna be alright? I think so. Messed up as it was, I think that was exactly what he needed to do today. Really. I think he needed to get those frustrations out. I think he went about it the right way with Juice. Maybe not. Ruby said it wasn't personal against Juice. He was simply a means to an end tonight. I think Juice's head caught the end of that mallet on the way down. Your winner. One half of the tag team champions, the Quizmaster. Quizmaster with the win. Circus of Chaos with the momentum. Our main event up next. Alright, this is it. The main event of Victory Road. Set for one fall and for the TNA World Championship. That it is. Here comes the cleaner. There he is, the cleaner of Bullet Club, Kenny Omega. The cleaner is in. He looks to win the TNA title for the first time in LS11 Universe. Kenny making his way down to the ring tonight. He has been on a roll as of late. Finally going down, a first time ever in LS11 tonight between these two. So, Chris Jericho makes his way down to the ring. Let's do this. Alpha and Omega finally going down. Waiting a long time for this one. So, here we go. Your main event of Victory Road. Bullet Club gonna claim yet another title tonight. Or can Chris Jericho be the first person to successfully hold the line against them? Every time a member of Bullet Club has gone for gold, they've gotten it so far. Here we go. Jericho and Omega locking up. The head now does Jericho. Kenny Omega, though, goes around the waist. Omega, former two-time AEW World Champion. Chris Jericho, multi-time World Champion in his own right. Two of the best to do it. Two of the best from their generations. Floats over, taking down Omega, pulling back on the arm. Trying to fight back now. Kenny Omega. Elbow the arm from Jericho. Chris Jericho's got him here, and Chris Jericho. That arm behind Omega now. Chris Jericho. There's Omega. Omega, though. Snapman taking him down. Jericho now. Rolls back through, bending back the arm of Omega. Omega, taking him down, floats over, Jericho down, Omega has the arm. Jericho trying to fight back into this one now. Chris Jericho elbowing, punching him in the midsection. Now with Omega off the ropes, Chris Jericho into full Nelson suplex, cover on Omega. From Kenny though. For the lax handle, Kenny Knee break, knee into the face. Follows up with a V-trigger. Jericho down. Omega double axe handle. Omega knocking back Chris Jericho now. Chris Jericho. Connecting. Jericho's got a hold of him here. Chris Jericho's got him up. And down with a suplex. And now we hip toss to Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega. It's the roundhouse kick. Omega and Jericho counter for counter again. Now Kenny Omega's up and down. Chris Jericho. Slowing things down. A slower pace favors Jericho in a matchup like this. It does, as Kenny's knocked into the corner, though. Kenny Omega. Kenny's got to try and fight back in. He's been fighting from underneath since the start of the matchup. Was that Hurricane Rana? Now Kenny Omega. Now he's starting to turn it around into his favor. He's starting to be the one to hold the offense here. Got hold of Jericho now. Kenny Omega. We go. Has Jericho up and down with a back body drop. A big knee strike there, taking him down. Omega takes out the legs of Jericho. Taking him back up to his feet now. Kenny Omega. There's Jericho now, throwing him back into the ring. Kenny going under the top rope now. Here we go. Kenny Omega. Going for that missile drop kick. Jericho out of the way. Jericho, here we go. Corner goes Omega. Jericho swatted away. Kenny Omega. Oh, on there, taking him down. Relax handle. Follows it through. Goes for him again. Jericho. Into a bulldog. These two, despite this being the first time they're sharing the ring in LS11, they know each other so well. You can tell they've both definitely done their homework. They have. They know that only one of them can walk out of here tonight as the TNA World Champion. It's a matter of which one will be able to do it. Lion Tamer. Omega's locked in the Lion Tamer. Jericho wrenching it in on him. Omega now rolling through. And down now. Jericho taking out the legs. No Omega. Kenny rolling him over now. What is Kenny thinking here? Kenny. V-trigger. Off the jaw of Chris Jericho. 1, 2, no. Jericho caught with a jawbreaker there as Omega and Zagari. And Omega with a famouser. Whoa, Jericho. Jericho was looking for Judas Effect. Omega was looking for One-Winged Angel. Both guys just went for the best shots, and the other found the counter. Kenny now, Hurricane Rana to Jericho. And back up to his feet here, Kenny Omega. The ropes here, Kenny Omega. Wait a minute. Jericho sent through the rope. And Kenny with Judgment Day dive. Judgment Day dive to Jericho. Jericho hits that big kick now, getting him back up to his feet. Chris Jericho. Throwing him back into the ring now, and Chris Jericho. Referee at the count of 3. Now goes for a right hook. Now Jericho countering Chris Jericho. Scooping him up. Kenny Omega countering, and Kenny Omega dropping him on the back of his head. Has got him now. Stomp to the head. Now Kenny. We go. Coming on the ropes. And, oh, hits the big elbow. Jericho's got Omega now and Chris Jericho. Is down now. Chris Jericho. Lined by Kenny now and Kenny Omega. Picking him back up to his feet here. Chris Jericho. The trigger. Goes for a second one. No! The champion now getting him back up to his feet. Chris Jericho. With Kenny into the corner again. Kenny Omega. Put up on the top rope now and Chris Jericho. With Omega ripping him off the top rope. Omega pulling himself up on the apron now. Chris Jericho grabs a hold of him. Has Kenny. He's up. And down. Now Jericho ducks under him. Omega countered. Jericho. No. Omega kicks out the legs of Jericho. Kenny now. Wait a minute. Jericho staggering. Omega. Looking for one winged angel. Jericho counters again. Omega turns around. Code breaker. Jericho. Here we go. Chris Jericho. Judas effect. He hits it. That's gonna do it. No! The Judas effect. Not enough. The kick there to Omega. Jericho gets chopped back and forth. Here we go. They're trading chops now. Lighting one another's chests up now on Jericho and Omega. Big shot after big shot right now. The chests of both men getting redder and redder by the minute. And here we go. Kenny with a forearm now. Pulls him in. Kenny Omega. Wait a minute. Looking for him. Tiger Driver. 98. Jericho is down. Kenny. 1, 2. Jericho. Jericho's got the ropes. Omega going out of the ring now. Kenny Omega. Getting the announce table cover off. And wait a minute. Jericho. Oh my God. Jericho flies. Jericho just flew through the ropes onto Omega. Now Jericho has Kenny down. Kenny Omega's in trouble. There's no way he's... Jericho, you're 55. You're not going to clear this jump. He's going to go for it, though. Kenny was able to roll out of the way. Some of the announce table debris caught him. But he mostly got out of the way. And now, Jericho's up. 1 winged angel. 1, 2, 3. We got the new world champion. He did it. On Thanksgiving Day, Bullet Club has won their second world title. We got a shot of the third this weekend at Supercar, or at Best in the World. That they do. What a fucking fight these two men just went through tonight. When Jericho hit the Judas effect right here, I thought there was a chance. Z3, I really thought there was a chance it was over. It seemed like it. Kenny Omega found the willpower to kick out. And then just dished out some of these big hits to Jericho. Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho, went to war tonight. Finally, Omega got him up, hit the one-winged angel. That all she wrote. Your winner and new TNA World Champion, the cleaner, Kenny Omega. The gold of Bullet Club continues to expand. Another one down. Kenny Omega's done it. That's going to do it for Victory Road. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you all for SmackDown tomorrow. I've been the Doctor. And number 3 is Universe. Special thanks to $10 above Patreon backers JJ Gyllenhaal, Tech Nizzle, Harry Willetts, and Jeremy Burt. Patreon is the best way to support me directly, and joining you get LS11 member Nitro, Let's Play content, early access to Sanctuary videos, and more.